I'll
Okay.
stay on mute, Nikki, just because I have some construction going on in my kitchen.
Oh yeah, mute is good. Unless you have a
Okay,
question, mute is great. Yeah. And Darcy, I might lean on you to help us out here too.
sure, sure.
Just for yeah, for sakes of making sure I'm on track here because we're all new guys. This is the thing. Okay. What I want, first of all, welcome. I'm excited to have you guys here. I am really excited about the letter writing. And I was really excited about the letter writing when I started. Then I took a look at the compensation plan and I went, it's decent. And then I took a closer look and a closer understanding of the compensation plan, and that fired me up. And it fired me up so much that I literally sometimes I don't sleep thinking about the compensation plan. And what's wild about it is it's based off $25. That's what I want you guys to remember. This is based off $25. And so a lot of not the whole compensation plan, but the sustainability of it is based off of $25. And when you take a look at what that $25 can do for so many people and for you inside of the longevity, the sustainability of this, it's huge. For starters, what I believe to be true is people aren't going to want to leave here. They're going to want to pay their $25 because there's so much value coming, not just what we have right now, which there's tons of value in it. There's so much more value coming that $25 is going to offer. The other thing that's great about it too is that right now at this point, people can get some free information because we are in the Facebook groups, we have chats, we have all this stuff everywhere, and people don't pay their $25. They're still going to get really valuable information, but that's changing. They're moving everything to the app. And in order to log into the app on your session, you have to be a paid $25 member. If you are not, you won't be able to log in. So we're going to be we're even going to be taking our team chats into the app. We're going to be taking our company-wide chat from the Facebook group. It's going to be in the team. It's going to be in the app. They're going to get rid of the Facebook group. So people are going to want to be here. So that's what I love about it. The one, I talk about this all the time. What is it? A couple of the hardest things to do in this industry, it's to retain people and it's to help people make money. Those are the two most complicated, hard things to do in this industry. Retain people and help people make money. Here, we're helping every single person make money. And because of the way they've developed it, people are going to stay. Not everybody's going to stay. You're going to have a person here or there. I think I had 2 people last month leave out of 300 and something people. That's like mind blowing. And one girl, she actually didn't know her card expired and she was trying to get her card back into the system. So one girl actually left because I messaged her and I said, hey, and she's like, no, I don't think it's for me. I'm like, okay, that's totally fine. Right. Even though she understands the matrix and the compensation plan, that's mind blowing to me that she wouldn't stay. But anyways, what I am going to explain today is how, if you're sharing this, how do you get paid? Okay. That's the question of a lot of people. And if you actually go into the back office, into the classroom, there is somewhere that Dustin explains it on a video. I don't think it didn't make sense to me on the video. I've watched it a lot of times, and the way he explains the matrix and these three, I don't understand it because he brings the company into it and he brings the first builders, and to me, it didn't make sense. That's why I wasn't that excited about it. But once I started to build up my own matrix, that's when it made sense to me. When my matrix started to build and then I started to get paid on it, that's when it started to make sense to me. And about 6 weeks ago, I remember calling Darcy and I'm like, Darcy, do you know what we have our hands on? Darcy signed me up. Like, do you actually know what we have our hands on here? I'm watching this happen and I'm going, do people actually know what's going to happen here? So I'm not even kidding you. I messaged the owners and I said, do you guys know what we have our hands on here? Like, do you guys actually know what we're going to be getting paid in the future? She's like, mm-hmm. I'm like, do you know? She's like, mm-hmm. I've done the numbers. And so I showed her and she's like, oh no, my numbers are even bigger than that. So I was like, okay, like they're aware. Just in case you want to know, they're aware of what I'm going to show you guys. So the first way of getting paid, when you sign up, every single person has to buy a $199 membership and they have to spend their $25 membership fee. Every single person. So it's that $224 US to get started. Of that pay, whoever signed you up, so Haley's my level 1. I signed Haley up. The company paid me $100 from the $200 membership, or from the $200 membership fee. I call it a membership fee. And then they paid me $5 from her subscription because that's the $25. Okay. So I got paid $105 US, and you'll see it show up in your back office instantly when somebody signs up. You go to commission section, you'll see it instantly appear. Okay, so if somebody says to you, they signed up and they paid and they're not there, there is a little bit of a glitch in the system. You need to let somebody know, go into support or let me know, because it has happened a few times where they've got put under the corporate group, and it's just they're changing everything over because there is some glitches in the system. So when somebody does sign up, make sure you go to your commissions and check, because you want to make sure that they're there. Okay. It's happened to me 4 or 5 times where I've had to get them to switch it, and they're great about it. They switch it instantly. You get your commissions, they're in your matrix, but you just want to make sure you're paying attention to that until they switch over the system, and then they'll I don't know exactly what that means, but all the glitches will be worked out and not there. That's probably when the app is going to be fully up and running. Okay, so that's one way of getting paid. The next way of getting paid, we get paid that twice a month. We get paid on the 7th and the 21st. Okay, we get that paid twice a month. Yes, Christy said they're amazing to communicate with. They are amazing to communicate with. And if you don't hear back from them, just let me know, because I have a way of communicating with them a little bit different, and they'll get it fixed instantly. Like, it's almost always within 10 minutes, they fix everything. So I'm really thankful we have that ability here to get things fixed really quickly. So that's one way of getting paid. The next way the other ways of getting paid is called, what I'm going to explain, this is going to be a little bit longer, is the matrix pay. And I'm going to explain what the matrix is before I explain check match. Okay. So what the matrix is every single person, I'm going to draw it a little bit on my whiteboard, and I'm going to draw it out actually how it works for me.
Oh no, you guys, Nikki's gonna draw. You're in for a
I
treat.
know. I know, right? Haley, Dave. Oh, my pen doesn't work very good. I'm going to get a different one. It's a different one. There we go. Haley, Dave, Teresa. Okay, I'm going to show this to you guys. And then this is how informal I am, okay? So there's me at the top. When I signed up, the first 3 people I signed up was Haley, my husband Dave, and Teresa. Okay, they're my top 3 people. We only have 3 legs in this matrix. Each person has 3 legs in the matrix. Okay. So when I signed people up, I signed them up right away. So what can happen if you don't sign people up right away, and there are people in here that this has happened to, where they'll open up their matrix and there'll be people in there and they're like, how did I get people in there? I didn't sign anybody up. Well, it's called a forced matrix. When somebody above, let's say Darcy above me, let's say I didn't sign anybody up and Darcy's above me, and one of my positions was her next available position was open, that person would have went into there, which means I get paid 50 cents a month off them, and I did not sign them up. JD is on here, and her boyfriend Ryan came in with me right away, and his matrix is like exploding because of what he got for we call it spillover.
Yeah.
And so spillover comes from above. Not everybody will have it right away. I don't have any spillover because my matrix grew so fast. So when Darcy signs people up, they go to her other legs. They're going to go into her other legs right now, unless those legs catch up. And then if my position was the next available position, then they would come into there. Does that make sense for you guys? Yes, it's 50 cents US, Rhonda. Yep. 50 cents US a person. Okay. Every single person that so now I'm going to give you guys an example of what happened. My next person that I signed up actually was Ryan. Ryan went, actually, Dave was on over there. This person has 3 legs. This person has 3 legs. And this person has 3 legs. When I say next available position, the next person I signed up, the 4th person I signed up went here. So guess what? It was actually Dave. I'm going to get really confused here. It's going to be Dave and Haley.
Yeah.
Ryan went right here. Dave got Ryan. The next person I signed up, I can't remember who it was. They went right here because nobody else had signed people up yet. I was just signing people up really fast. Okay. But then the next available position was here, but Teresa had already signed 3 people up. So my next person didn't go there. My next person went here. Does that make sense? So, okay, now I'm going to show you how big that matrix is. That matrix, where's my paper? Okay, I did a little drawing for you guys. Look at this. Okay, I don't know if that's clear or not. So on the top position, you have 3 people. Okay. Then when those 3 get filled, the next line is going to get filled and there's 9. It's always 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3, the next one is 27 people. 27 times 3 is 81 people. 81 times 3 is 243 people. So if you are a builder on here, this is what I want to tell you, and you plan on running with this, you need to get the most important people to you in those top 3 positions. Because when you start signing other more people up, they're going to go under them, right? You don't want those really important people to come in on level 4 or level 5. I mean, they can. No, like I came into Darcy's matrix probably on level 2 or 3, I don't know. And I just ran with it. So I don't get spillover. I will eventually get spillover. I'm on her level 4, which is there's 81 people there. So can you imagine how long it's going to take for her people to get back to my people to get put under? Because I'm a builder. If I wasn't a builder, that would happen a lot faster. But then what I want you to see is, so let's say Dave starts building. Let's say Dave starts building, okay? He's also going to be building out Ryan. So not only Ryan is getting people from me, he's getting people from Dave, because when Dave's 2 positions are filled, and once those are filled, he's going to start working on his level, this level down here, which is 9 people. And so he could potentially even get people from above and people that I brought in below him, and those people start building. Every single spot in your matrix, besides the person that you signed up, is worth 50 cents. Doesn't matter which level they fall onto. Okay. It's worth 50 cents. There is, in the whole matrix, it goes down. You get paid from level 1 to level 10. You get paid 50 cents a person besides the person that you signed up. If you signed the person up, you get paid $5 a month, plus you get the 50 cents a month. You actually get the both. And I checked into that. You get the $5 and you get the 50 cents. There is 59,049 positions in your matrix. If all of those were filled, you would make approximately $44,000. Okay. So they're not going to fill today. They're not going to fill tomorrow, right? They're going to fill, and you're going to have some stuff come down from above, below. It's going to fill. But what I want to tell you, when that starts to take shape, 50 cents a month, or 50 cents a month from a person doesn't sound like a lot of people, right? But what about when you have 1,000 people in there and you're getting paid $2,000 a month from that, right? That can happen very fast. In fact, I assume mine will be in the next month or 2. I'll have 1,000 people in my matrix, right? Now I'm a builder, so it's going to happen faster than it is for you, unless you're a builder. Just start sharing this with people and it could happen incredibly fast for you. You could have somebody, Darcy signed me up. I took off like crazy. All of my people are in her matrix. She gets paid 50 cents per person for all the people in my matrix. Okay, so you could sign up somebody like that. You could be that, right? My suggestion is you be that. That's how I always look at it. I'll be that person. I'll do that. But you could bring somebody in. I would love to bring other people in that do the same thing as I do. Math is hard. I know math is really hard for me. It's so hard. I know I had to have Dave help me with this a little bit before he left for the gym. So now what I want to explain to you is the most special part of our compensation plan. This is where I went, okay, it's time to go for me to really go to work and to not get distracted here, because it's called a check match. How the check match works is I signed up Christy. Okay. I signed up Christy. I signed up Haley. When they go to work all month and they start building their matrix and they are getting paid 50 cents per person. Let's say Christy got paid $20 this month in her matrix because she had 40 people. Okay. Let's say she got paid $20 because she has 40 people. The company pays me $10. They pay me half of what she gets paid. They don't pay me half of her pay. They pay me half of what she gets paid. Okay. So month number 1, is that huge? No, it's not huge. On Haley, the first month I got paid off of Haley, I think I made $6. No, $3 because she made $6. Okay. The next month, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was double or more than double. I got paid half of what she got paid. The next month was triple. And then I got paid half of what she got paid. So I don't know if you guys understand long-term what this means, but this is the special way of getting paid. And this is why you want to help your people build, because the more that they are, the more people they have in their matrix, the higher your pay is. And it's not huge the first month, 2-3 months. It's not. I'm just going to be honest with you. You have to have the vision for where that's going, and where that's going as a network marketer. I like the $100 up front. Trust me, I'm making some really good money on that $100 up front. I love it. And you have to make that $100 up front in order to make the back money, right? You got to put those people in. But it's the back money that's sustainable off of $25 a month. That's what we're getting paid off. That 50 cents is off of the $25 a month. And the people that you sign up that you get $5 for, they are also included in that. So get this. I signed up Dave, okay? And Dave's in the matrix. I make 50% off of what he makes every month. I signed up Ryan, who went under Dave. I make 50% off of what Ryan makes. But guess what? Ryan's making money off of what I already did that Dave's making money off of, that I'm making money off of. So the way it's structured, I actually asked them, did you guys mean to do it this way? Like, it's going to be mind-blowing numbers in a year from now. And they're like, oh yeah, we know. That's the way it's meant to be. And so it's Shane, it's retirement money. And the great thing about it here is you can be darn sure you're not going to lose many people here, because there's so much value coming in the app. So what I want you guys to really understand is the check match. The $100, yes, you're going to, like, I'm paying my bills off that upfront $100. I'm in another company right now that's not paying. So my paycheck went away. Where am I getting my paycheck from? The $100. It's awesome. It's amazing. I'll just be honest with you guys. In the last 3 weeks, it's paid me, I'm going to say in the last 3 months, it's paid me over $25,000. So, which is amazing, right? Plus there's the matrix money, plus there's the check match money. Okay. So yeah, it's close to that amount of people. And what's a little bit less than, yeah, it's getting close to that. Anyways, that's about how much it's paid me. And so it's in the, I'm referring to Canadian dollars, because we get paid in US dollars, we transfer to Canadian. So I was trying to figure out last night what we get paid in Canadian dollars. So anyways, but as a top networker, as somebody that is being some people are recruiting me every day for something. I get inbox messages. I get people wanting me to jump on Zoom every day, because I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, I've made millions of dollars in this industry. This is probably, like I tell Darcy, I almost phone her every day. I'm like, I'm so excited about this because it's sustainable. What we want is sustainability. And so many companies don't have that, because people drop off auto ship because they can't afford $230 a month or $300 a month that they have to maintain to keep their, to keep going. And so we have to convince them as a customer, hey, stay on your product. Don't you love it? Well, if they lose their paycheck as a customer, if their job goes away, guess what they're going to get rid of? They're going to drop off of their auto ships, which affects the people that are building the business. And I don't blame them. I'm always like, I totally understand. Like, I'll never try and convince people to stay on something if they can't afford it, right? But people are paying $25 a month here, and they're making money writing letters. The value is so huge for them. Not only that, there's the trust coming, there's the crypto trading coming, there's the sports trading coming, there's you can save your money on your bills. You can help people set up in their small businesses to give their employees free benefits in the United States. Like that's just the tip of the iceberg of what's coming here. All of that. When people come in for the trust, if they're like right now, people can't come in and for the trust training unless they're an existing member. In the future, in the very near future, probably about a month away, people can come in just for the trust. They're going to pay $199 and they're going to pay $25 and they're going to go into that matrix. So if you have people in your life that right now don't want to come in to write letters, it doesn't interest them, they have nothing to do with it, trust me, they're going to want to come in and learn how they can become tax-free. And they're going to come into your matrix. You're going to get paid $100 off of them, and you're going to get paid $5 off of them a month. They're in the matrix. Okay. The crypto training. My husband and I have people call us all the time. Like, hey, I want to learn about crypto. How do you do that? Well, it's not something you just sit and teach somebody about crypto. Hey, I have a program for $199, which most programs you're going to spend thousands of dollars on. They're going to come into the matrix. You're going to be paid $100. You're going to get paid $5. Now, here's another part of a great way of making an income. Misty signed up this week, And she came in and she paid her $199. I got paid $100. She paid the $25. I got paid $5. And then she decided, I want to learn about the trust training. She upgraded in her own back office. She pushed the button and joined the trust training. Guess what? $100 commission dropped into my back office. So although that $100 isn't the long-term money that I'm looking forward to, it is amazing upfront money. It's amazing upfront money.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm so excited about trust training too. So it's what I want you guys to know is that, and I don't know if I explained this well, but run like your life depends on it, because guess what? You're going to know people that are going to get involved here, and they're not going to be in your matrix. You want them in your matrix. There's already 5,000, there's actually 30,000 members here, not paid. There's about 5,000 paid members, because you know how you get the free membership and then you have to put your credit card in to actually get the paid membership, get into the matrix and all the things. But there's about 30,000 people here that are signed up. Only 5,000 are paid members. You want, and that's in 3 months, guys. That's in 3 months. This is going to take shape like nothing I have ever seen before. So you want those people in your matrix. You want them on your team. You want to help them. You want to help them change their life and make money, not on somebody else's team. Because listen, there's a few orphans that I've adopted into our team because the people don't help them. Their team doesn't help them. And I don't mind at all. Like, just come into my chats. We'll help you. Like, whatever we have, you can have, like whatever information. To me, it doesn't matter where they come from, but I don't get paid off of them. Would I like to? Sure. So that makes me go, I know people out there that are going to be in this. I want them in my matrix. I want them in our matrix, because they not only benefit me, a ton of my team benefits Haley, a ton of my team benefits Ryan, a ton of my team benefits, I'm just trying to think of Chris, will benefit Christy and Shane, you know, like Lori Lee, like there's a ton of people that are going to get benefit from the work that I do. And I want it to be in our team. I just think it's really fun to be able to do that. So I'm going to open up to questions that I can see if I can help answer. I hope I did a good job explaining that. Maybe one day I'll get into PowerPoints and learn how to create one so that you can actually visually see things. But I've been doing this industry for 10 years and I haven't done it yet. So I might not. Just saying.
They have a whiteboard option. I've never used it. I wanted to try when you were drawing. I'm like, I wonder what this whiteboard option does. I think it allows you to draw on.
Oh yeah, you can draw on the screen too. I need to figure out that too, because I do have it. I actually have it as an option. Look at this.
Yes. So I was curious how it worked. I've never used it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. I'm so glad you said something. There's me. I don't know how to do anything with it, but I'll have to practice and learn with it.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, look, everyone has their little.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my God.
I think you can turn off.
Oh, here's my
that's
drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody can draw.
You can turn off, like, you can turn off their ability to access it.
I love it.
Oh my God. They're like,
Because that's fun.
it's really cute. Yeah.
We can all drink wine together, draw.
That's cute.
That's funny. Okay, I love it.
That's really, really cute, actually.
So Roy said, okay, Roy, that was clear, you said? 100% clear. It's a very simple compensation plan.
I was just saying you don't need a PowerPoint in this case.
Yeah, it's a very simple. Okay, so Roy was my very first mentor in this industry, and I don't even know if, like, I think you know that, Roy. Like, when you took me
I
on,
did
I was
not
like,
know that. You were so good, but from day one, I thought for sure you were a veteran.
nope.
So wow.
I had never done this industry before, didn't know a single thing about this industry, nothing. I want to tell you guys something. That company that Roy and I worked in, I had to get my butt out of the house, walk into businesses. I'm a nobody. I have 243 Facebook friends, never done network marketing, nothing. But I stayed up all night studying. Every single night I would go to bed at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd watch YouTube videos. I'd try and figure out, okay, what do you do? How do I do this? And then Roy and his significant other that was with him, they taught me. They would come up to Grand Prairie and they'd show me, they'd present for me. And so I watched them and then I went and did it. I'm not kidding you. We had flip charts. I would walk into businesses and try and convince them to sign up for a small to medium-sized business loyalty program. That was my very first gig. So Roy was my very first mentor, and to have him on board with me now is so exciting. So this is the next thing we've ever done together. So
Very
but Roy
exciting.
taught me a lot. Like I've tell people this all the time, who my first mentor was. And I talk about you and Andrea, and, it's where I learned everything. And that was 10 years ago. And
And it was,
so
and it took a long time to start making money. So
a
this is
long
now-
time.
this is now the opposite, right? So it's very good. Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
And in fact, I tell people in 2.5 years, I walked out with less money than I walked in with.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. It was brutal.
It
In
was
theory,
brutal.
In theory, it was fantastic, but in
Yes.
practical, yeah. So
Yeah.
the idea of making money for anybody can go ahead and make money, and it's just a matter of hours committed, right? So there's a lot of people that are going to find this very attractive, right? So
Totally. Yep. 100. They're going to find it. And what you'll learn along the way too is most people want to come in as customers. They don't want to share this. They'll say, I don't want to share this. I just want to write. And I just say, that's awesome. Come in and write. But what I'm finding is they're actually naturally sharing it with people more so than anything I have ever done in this industry. They're more naturally sharing it with people. For one, I have a lady that she goes to her kids' hockey games and she just sits and writes, and all the ladies around her are like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I'm writing, I'm making money. I'm making $50 to $70 an hour writing letters. Well, how are you doing that? I'll send you a video and you can watch it, or you can jump on our presentation and see it. She wasn't going to share. And so it's more naturally coming for people, which is really, really cool. So you have more customers inside of the program saying, how do I upgrade to promoter and start sharing this with people?
Yeah.
So it's very, yeah.
I wanted to, Nikki, can I share how you did a great job with the check match, but I'm gonna like show you I just want to explain it that people understand that if you didn't really catch this, when Nikki came in, the next available spot in my force matrix was directly underneath my daughter-in-law, who I personally sponsored. So it was a huge blessing for Kimberly. And so Kimberly, without doing anything yet in the business, has Nikki under her on her front line. So all of you, my daughter-in-law is paid on the matrix, all of Nikki's team. And then Kimberly was when she came in, I had spillover before I even brought my first person in. I think I had about 6 people in my matrix already from above. So the person that my sponsor had put into my matrix now has my daughter-in-law and has Nikki, all of those people. So you could bring in, you could come into this business and not really want to share it, just do the letters, and then just happen to get someone placed under you for spillage from above. And could you imagine like how quick that could happen? And so not only am I'm making a check match on Nikki because she's my personal, but my daughter-in-law is also getting that matrix pay, but I'm also making a check match off of my daughter-in-law. So it's almost like
double dipping.
Double dipping. Yeah, I mean, the money is for my daughter-in-law, but but I'm still benefiting too because she's my personal. So as your matrix starts to fill up, thousands of people, you're going to get that check match. You're going to like almost double dip in some like incidents.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's huge. Like that is like you explain it. And you'll, in a couple weeks' time, you may have just heard it now, but you may not have, the bulb moment hasn't happened for you, but it's huge. It's so powerful.
Yeah, when the light bulb moment happens,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, it's time for me to actually get busy and go to work and do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read you guys. Okay, so I love it because what I didn't explain to Darcy was I make that off of every single person I sign up. So although I make it off of Christy, I make it off of Haley, I make it off of Lori Lee, I make it off of Misty, I make it off of every single person that I've signed up. I make the check match every single month. So the more people you
Good.
sign up, the more check match you're going to have. So that's
Yeah.
really valuable. Okay. So I want to show you guys a projection. Now your projections are going to be different, but what I want you to see from this is the percentage increase. So my very first month
Mhm.
that I was here, I wasn't here a full month yet. Actually, I don't have those numbers. The second month, so the very first month I was here, between my check match and my matrix pay, because those are two separate things, you get the both paid on both, was $255. So I can't live off of that, right? No, I can't live off of that. So if I was a normal person, I'd be like, that's not very much money. Although I got the $100 along the way, right? But if I looked at that, but then 2 weeks later, because we had a delay in pay, we had to delay that first month because people got pulled out of the matrix because they didn't pay their membership. So the company decided, okay, we'll hold off. We won't pay the matrix out yet. Get yourself back into the matrix. They gave them 2 weeks, which is really nice. Most companies would never do that, by the way. They were all panicking because they would know how important their spot is in the matrix. The next 2 weeks later, I made $382. That was my next matrix pay, but it was based on 2 weeks, not a month. So that was a pretty big change between $255 to $382. So what I did, well, what my husband did was he took the percentage difference and then we did a, some of you may have seen this. I did post it in the chat, but not all of you may have seen it. What we did was the projection. If that's what we maintain for the next 14 months or 13 months, what is that pay going to look like? Just based on those numbers, that percentage increase, which let me tell you is it's on the smaller side because it's only 2 weeks and because the team is still pretty small yet. The team is going to be bigger and it's going to be 4 weeks is what we're going to do it on. But we based it off of this. Month number 3, I would make $473. Month number 4, $859. Month number 5, $1,289. It's good money, but it's not, huge. Month number 6, $1,933. Month number 7, $2,900. Month number 8, $4,351. I'm just going to skip a couple months here. That was month number 8. Month number 11, $14,685. Month number 13, $33,000. Month number 14, $49,560. Month number 15, $75,000.
Insane.
It's insane. So what I want you guys to catch the vision of is don't have the vision of today. Work hard today because this is going to pay you so huge. So I sent those numbers to the company. I sent them to Lisa and to Dustin. Those are the 2 owners of the company. I said, listen, take a look at this. This is what's happened for me up till now. This is my projection. Do you guys plan on paying people this kind of money? Is this in your thought? Because they're only 3 months old, right? They're like, oh gosh. She's like, you're going to be we've already done the projections. You're going to be making way more than that. I was like, oh. She's like, oh, we're well aware. We're so excited to pay people this kind of money. So that's what I want you guys to hear. This is so valuable to share. Now, what I love about it is you don't have to share it to make money. You could just write letters and make money. Or you can literally change your family's future and share this with other people. Literally change your family's future. Because what happens if you break your arm? I'm not saying this is going to happen. What happens if you break your arm and you can't write for a month and a half? What happens if you have to have surgery on your eye and you can't see very well for a couple months? What happens, right? Once you get your matrix, what I'm noticing now is the matrix is I can wake up in the morning and go, oh, there's 12 people added in the last 6 hours to my matrix that I didn't add them, right? They get added by somebody else in the team. For you guys, they could get added from somebody else that fell below, right? So it's pretty special. It is very, very special. I know I'm a top leader in this industry and other top leaders in this industry were like, Nikki, you're crazy. You joined a company that's writing letters. I'm like, I know, but you need to take a closer look at it. And they wouldn't. And I'm telling you now, I've signed 3 of them up that are incognito in here because they see the power of being in this matrix. It took them a while, but also they see the value of other things that are coming to this matrix, right? Other things that people are going to be able to come in for. Instead of letter writing, they can come in for other things. They might not ever want to write letters. They might only ever want to get in for a trust and show their friends how to set up in a trust and do the education for that. They could build a team. They could build a massive matrix just off of that. They could build as big of a matrix as we're building off of this, off of just the trust. They could build that off of crypto training. They could do it a combination of it all. We all have those options, and there are so many things coming, but I've asked them, I'm just gonna tell you guys, I've asked them to slow down on the adding of things because it is confusing. So they're like, yeah, we plan on that. We've noticed that they're coming too fast. And it's like, yeah, we can't, I don't even know. There's too much stuff happening. So they are going to slow down on the releasing of the new stuff that's coming because it's a learning curve, right? On everything, on every single thing. I'm just going to see if there's any questions that we need to answer. Does the company send you a reminder message to pay your $25 each month? If your credit card is on file, it should be automatically taken off, but I suggest you take a look because their system is a little bit glitchy. There was a couple people it didn't come off. I'm glad they noticed. So they, for whatever reason, just messaged the company and then they just took it off, but it should come off automatically. But just take a look and make sure. When you log in, you will see when your next payment is due. When you go to payments, I think, I don't even remember. I can screenshot it and send it in the chat.
When you go into your dashboard and you scroll down to the bottom, if you go dashboard main page to the bottom to billing, it'll let you know how much time you have left for your next before you pay.
Right. Totally. And if there's no number there, that means you're not paying, you haven't paid. And then you're going to need to make sure you message the company or message me. I signed up my brother-in-law and he signed up my sister. I love it, Brenda. Do you get the $50 or 50 cents? I think for the people below, if you don't have anyone signed up yet. Yes, you do. In order to make, and I don't know where it stops, but in order to make your 10 levels deep, you do need to sign up 2 people. And I actually don't even think that's in effect yet, to be honest. That's going to be in effect because I see people making money that don't have 2 people signed up. So, but that is going to be part of the comp plan is you have to have 2 people signed up in order to access all 10 levels. But it's not in effect yet. So you will still make that money. I have, yeah. And I'm just gonna say that because I have my daughter, she signed up nobody and she's made money. So, but it will be in effect. Yeah, this company will have hundreds of thousands of people. Was there any questions that didn't get answered that anybody wants? I just don't want to scroll up through the whole thing there. Or if they want to unmute, please unmute, turn your camera on, ask a question. I'd love to.
Mine is up very bottom there. What about being taxed on this money?
Which money?
Or the money that you make?
Yep, you're taxed on it. It's the same as they'll give you when you make money, before they send it to you, you have to fill out your form.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's that American form, that W whatever?
No, there's a Canadian one. If that's the only one they send you, just email them back and say I'm Canadian.
Okay, because I just filled it out as a Canadian.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Payment Sure, they're awesome to work with. Just send them an email, say, did I fill out the right form? I'm actually a Canadian.
Okay.
And they'll let you know. Yeah, they're great to work with. They answer and message back really quickly. And it's a third-party company. It's not Send It Academy. Payment Sure is a third-party company.
Okay.
So right now in Canada, if you want to when you're getting paid and they say there's a pay for you and there's an e-wallet, the only way to get your money out, this is not for the US, is through crypto. But that's changing. And that should be changing any moment here, any day. Like there's going to be an option to send straight to your bank account.
So can we just leave it in limbo then? Don't have to send it to crypto?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Most people are just letting it sit there.
All right.
I had a Canadian joke, but I don't know the warmth of the room, so I'll leave it alone.
I'm sure it's fine. Go for it, Shane.
Well, when you said, well, just write it back and tell them that you're Canadian, most people don't want to admit that they're Canadian.
Actually true these days, to be honest.
Not while Trudeau's in power.
Yeah.
Well, like Biden's any better.
I know.
There was a statistic yesterday I was reading. It's like 69% of people disapprove of Trudeau. I'm like, 69? Like 41% of people are still like, oh, cool, he's good. I'm like, where have you been?
Yeah, I doubt that's even correct.
How do you guys like your new carbon tax?
They're
Right?
talking about taxing the rain. Did you know that? Yeah, rain tax. That's a real thing they're talking about.
I thought that was a joke. I seen that on Facebook. I thought it was a joke.
It is
You
a
never
joke,
know with
but it's
this
actually
government.
not a joke, right? Like,
Okay, I gotta go back out to the shop. Thank you so much for the
see you,
presentation.
Shane. Okay, anybody else have any questions?
I don't have a question, Nikki, but I just want to say that my mind is like blown away. Like, honestly, I've got goosebumps. Like, everything that you're telling us is like, wow. Like, my mind's just going right now. So thank you. Thank you very much for putting on this Zoom. Yeah, I have no words besides holy crap.
I agree. Once I figured this out, and once I just had to keep sending messages to Darcy and to the company saying, am I seeing this right? Am I actually seeing this right? Because it's off. What blows my mind is it's off of $25. Right? Most comp plans don't have this kind of money in it, off of $300 a month per person. So I was just like, yeah, it's mind blowing. So, but they are very well aware, and they're very excited to pay this kind of money out. Very excited. In fact, they usually tell us how much they're paying in commissions out every time. If you jump on a Q&A, they're like, we're paying out blah, blah, blah. Commissions this week. They're so excited about it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm just going to press stop here. Hold on, guys.